back up in the mountains. What a beautiful day for it. I'm about an hour and a half later than I wanted to be, but I'm gonna shoot for about 3 hours, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I've got water with me. I'm dressed for the cold, and yeah, just gonna go out and have a nice, easy time on the mountains, on the trails, and enjoy the day. It's been a while since I've been up here, but I absolutely love it. My last marathon did not go as planned. At the end of the day, I suppose I'm a runner, and we just do some stupid ass things sometimes, and so I've signed up for another run coming up at the end of January, and I hope to give it a better shot than I did in Valencia. This one is up 3 hours north of me now in a place called El Magro. It's 14 laps of a 3K route. Should be interesting. It seems to be relatively flat, very small field. I think there's probably a few hundred in it as opposed to the 30,000 that were at Valencia. But my point today is that I'm out here. I took 2 weeks off. I did next to nothing, maybe a total of about 15 miles maybe in the last 2 weeks, something like that, I'm not sure. But today I'm going for my first long run, and I decided this has nothing to do with training for the next marathon. This one here is all about getting out, getting some winter miles done in the sun. It's cold, but it's beautiful. Well, I say it's cold, it's not cold anymore. It was cold when I left the house. It's probably about 16, 17 degrees now. This one is just about getting out and having a bit of crack, a little bit of fun, enjoying this run. Spending some time in nature, clearing the head, resetting my brain to go for the next marathon. I stand by what I was saying before. I'm not disappointed in the way I ran. I'm not disappointed in my result. And what is getting me the one takeaway, and what is getting me to shoot for El Magro before London, is just for myself, because at the end of the day I know I can run better, and I want to run better, and I think in El Magro I will take it as a more of a plan A, B and C type of run. I'll try to piggyback off of the fitness that I have currently on from Valencia. I'll try to piggyback off of that and bring that with me. Do some more longer, pacier runs and just see what I can do. I'm gonna really focus on my weight and just really go for it. I'm excited. I think I was reading somebody the other day, another coach was saying, you know, at the end of the day, you can really only run one good marathon in a year. Probably, I think that depends on the individual. If you can mentally have the discipline and focus to put in 2 really good, solid 16-week training blocks, I think anybody can run 2 top marathons and maybe run a personal best in both of them. I just didn't have it for whatever reason. I had plenty of training, and I did have discipline when it came to things like my sleep, my well, mostly for the yoga. But I didn't have the focus in the kitchen. My nutrition was off. I ate too much for pleasure and not enough with a determined focus on what I was trying to aim at. And it may or may not have had a detrimental effect, but probably did more mentally than physically, because it just felt that I could have done better. Physically, I felt fine. Physically, I felt excellent. I felt like I was strong and fast. I suppose I didn't feel that lightness that I like to feel. But anyway, so what I'm at today is I'm sitting at 9 miles done. This is real slow. This is a real big climb coming up. I don't know what my elevation gain has been, but I'm sure it was pretty good. I'm halfway through. I'll probably go for another mile on this side of the mountain, and then make my way, just turn around and go back. Yeah, it's beautiful up here. I don't know if you can see. It doesn't give much perspective. But it's full of olive groves and pine trees and really nice trails. They're stony with some big stones on them, but that makes it a bit more challenging, but it makes it a lot more interesting as well. So that's what I'm at today. I'll go back home. I've got all my coaching calls. It's a Sunday today. So I'll get home and do my coaching calls and get the athletes that I'm working with, get them next week's sessions and have a good chat with them. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be a coach, especially a full-time coach now. So okay, I'm gonna shut down for now, and I will pick this up as I go.